everyone, Duane Bowles here. I'm an agent with Realty ONE Group Legend. Honestly, it was a situation that I was facing, with my home that I owned in Phillipsburg, New Jersey. I owned a beautiful 4-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom home with about a half an acre of land. At that time, I was going through a jobless situation due to COVID-19 pandemic, and I had to make a decision on what I wanted to do. Did I want to sell my home for a profit, at least, or risk, losing it due to foreclosure? So I contacted an agent who really took the time to walk through all of the steps and all of the options that was available to me. And at that time, she helped me make really a conscious decision on what I could do and what the options were for me. And it was at that time that I decided, you know what? She came in, she didn't try to just sell me, she tried to help me and create solutions. So I decided that at that moment, this is something that I wanted to explore and try. So it's not about just selling homes and making money. It's about helping people and giving people solutions, which ties into what I've been doing for the last 20 years of my life in retail. I don't know if it was just a situation where, maybe I had a mentor that, that really wasn't as supportive as I was led on to believe in the beginning. And I received a call from Monique, who's a recruiter here, and she explained to me that, hey, listen, we have a very big supportive group that's sort of like a family. And I said, okay, I thought about it for a second because I didn't want to just switch and leave one company for another because I'm all about loyalty. But at the same token, if my goal is to expand my career and really get out there and make a name for myself, and I have a company or a realtor that's really able to do that, I figured let me give it a shot here and see how I can excel my business and how I can grow and reach people that I wasn't able to reach in my previous realtor company. The biggest question that you would probably have out there is why you should choose me, over the thousands of agents that you have access to. And the answer is really simple. I'm not necessarily here to enrich myself. I'm here, I establish relationships. For the past 20 years of my life, I've dedicated myself to the retail business. In retail, you come across all walks of life. Your job as a leader, as I've been for the past 20 years, is to solve issues, to really establish relationships, and to provide solutions for people that you can build upon. And number one, integrity. So I'm all about integrity. I'm all about establishing relationships. I'm all about doing what's right for other people. So in the interest of wanting to have and build something together, this is why you should choose me, because I'm all about integrity, all about honesty, all about trust, and all about finding the right situation and solutions that's better for you and not what's better for me. Why come to Realty ONE Group to sell your home when you can go somewhere else, another competitor? The answer to that is simple, because you're not only going to get the support from me as guiding you step by step, but you're going to get the total support of the entire team. We have a great marketing team, which means that we're going to market your home on several different social media platforms, several different media channels. You're going to get viewed. You're going to have an open house support network from the entire team here in the office. So it's not just one person working to sell your home. It's a network, a team effort. And that's what it's all about, because nothing in life can be accomplished without having a team. And just to use a sports analogy, sports teams win games all the time. Individuals have great stats, but teams win championships, and that's what it's all about. It's about team effort, and that's what you're going to get 100% when you come and you sell your home and you decide to do business with us. So if that's what you want, this is the place to be. So the first thing with a first-time home buyer is you want to first get yourself approved. But my advice would be is just because you get approved for, let's say, a $400,000 or $500,000 home doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go out and get a $400,000 or $500,000 home. You want to get something that's within your budget that you could afford. You know, we all know that the interest rates are rising. But I would like to remind everyone that back in 1975 or 1981 or so, the interest rate was 14%. Yes, I know that back then homes weren't probably as expensive as they are now, but I would like to remind you that also there are other options. You can, even if you get into, if you're a first-time home buyer, you get an FHA loan, which allows you to put a low percentage down and get into a low interest rate. If that's not an option and you are stuck with paying a little bit of a high interest rate, you can always refinance once the market starts to subsidize and come back down. So let's say if you are going into to buy a home and your interest rate is 5%, let's just say. Once it comes down, and markets always do, they go up, they come down. Once it comes down, you can refinance your home at that lower interest rate, and then you can decide what you want to do. Maybe that refinance money that you receive, you want to invest it back into your house and put equity, or maybe you can use that as a second investment property. Maybe you can use that money from the equity as a second investment property. So there are a lot of options for first-time home buyers. There are a lot of programs that's available. My job is to find the best program, for you, and then guide you through the next steps. This is speaking from personal experience. Everybody thinks that their home is worth $1 million, right? I know when I was going through the process, I wanted to sell my home, for 3 times or 4 times what it's worth. The best advice that I can give is, is you have a trusted agent that is going to give you a great comparable. Comparables is a term that is used to look at homes in your area, like yours, that have sold within the last 3 months, 3 to 6 months, and then compare those sold homes to what we can come up with as a price to offer for your home. My advice would be not to overprice your home, because if we decide to do an open house and your house is severely overpriced, you're going to have less people that attend. So the idea is to come up with a price with your agent that is reasonable within the market, so that way you can have more traffic come and let the traffic drive up the price of your home, and then from there you can make a sound decision. But the number one thing is trust your agent, come up with a solution, come up with the best price together, and then move forward. That's where we go back to that word trust. You have to trust the agent that you are hiring, that he or she knows what they're doing, know how to come up with a comparable market analysis, and that they can give you the sound advice that would get more people in to see your home, so that way more people would want to bid on it.